Welcome to another episode of the Tina Parker Show. This is Wake the Fuck Up, 3 receipts in not 3 minutes. Before this episode, y'all, I just noticed I have this, look at that. It's like I don't have as much hair right there. So I have it over here like this. I can see why guys want to do those pullovers. I can't remember what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about? Where they'll like put their hair forward to hide their baldness. Hey, if I'm a dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going bald, just bick that shit, okay? Just bick it, okay? You don't want to roll with a comb over. That's what it's called. Do not be doing a comb over. Don't be, trying to save that shit. Just get rid of it, all right? I'm not a guy, so I'm not going to shave my head. But I did notice that. I was like, ooh, is that from wearing my hair up all the time? Probably. Let's jump in this, okay? Unknown tech, missing children, and controlled food. That's what we're talking about today. The first thing is the unknown tech. Have you guys seen that video with the Venezuelan security guard?
On the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all of our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones. A lot of drones flying over our positions. We didn't know how to react.
So what happened next? That was the main attack.
After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but there were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before.
And then the battle began?
Yes, but it was a massacre. We were...
Okay, he was talking about they had never seen what they experienced with the U.S., okay? So I've been thinking more about this, and I did make a post on my Instagram about it and my thoughts about it. And, I believe that, I don't believe President Trump wants to go to war. I believe he is setting the tone, letting the world know, don't F with us, okay? Because we're not playing, all right? So that's what I think he's doing. But then it got me thinking, because someone posted, my dad said, I've heard we have alien technology. We all know that there's been a lot of talk about, aliens and everything, and I'm not aware of that. I just don't know the depth of that technology and what it means. So unknown doesn't mean alien, but it also doesn't mean impossible. I'm not willing to shut down the possibility that governments have access to technology we don't understand, including technology that may not be purely human. Here's what was reported in the Venezuelan Guard account. Radar systems allegedly shut down before engagement. A small, highly advanced force overwhelmed many defenders. An unfamiliar energy or sound-based effect caused nosebleeds, disorientation, and collapse. The guard said he had never seen anything like it before. He was like, we couldn't beat them. They've never seen what they experienced. So maybe we do have alien technology. That was his testimony. But it doesn't say exactly what it was. So here's where our discernment matters, okay? We know the government classified that we have advanced technology. Military tech is often decades ahead of what civilians know. The U.S. and others have investigated unidentified aerial and anomalous phenomenon for years. And historically, operations... I will give you your chair back in just a second. I'm live right now.
Go get that chair over there. Go get that one.
Hey, man, go away.
I'll
You guys want to see the real Halston? Come here. Do you hear her? Get off my chair, Nana. I told you that. And historically, operations like high jump and Cold War programs fueled questions about recovery, craft, reverse engineering, and unknown tech. None of this has been publicly proven to be aliens, but it also hasn't been fully explained. So I'm not counting it out. An unfamiliar doesn't automatically mean it's an alien, but pretending everything is normal is just as dishonest. So we know we have something. We have more than what they've told us, I think. So here's receipt number 2, y'all. This is about these cameras. Have y'all seen these cameras? They're on every intersection. We have cameras outside everywhere. Cameras on our phone. Everywhere they're watching us, right? It's like that big brother. So if everything is being recorded, everything is being watched, why do we still have missing children? Or why are they even taken? You know, I'm talking about the kids that are being trafficked. We still have thousands of children that are trafficked and not found, but they're recording everything. So how does that align? It doesn't make sense to me. Now, this is the one no one wants to answer. We're told cameras are everywhere. You see them. I mean, we're not just told. We know. They're on our phone. They're watching us take a shit. You know what I mean? Intersections, highways, stores, schools, neighborhoods. We're told movements are tracked, license plates are logged, facial recognition exists, data is stored for weeks. Actually, they sent it to the police for 30 days, from what I understand. So here's the question. If the system can track everything, why aren't child predators stopped before a child disappears? Children are trafficked. Predators operate online and offline. AI is used to create fake images. You guys know that? They're creating these AI, these sick pedophiles. They're using AI to create fake images to lure victims in. So they'll show a picture of a kid or a child, another girl, and say that's who they are, but it's not who they are, you know? So patterns repeat, locations, routines, and behaviors. Yet predators aren't intercepted early. Why? They know everything. How is this even still a thing? How come we don't know where the kids are? How come we haven't locked this shit down? Trafficking rings keep operating. Families are left shattered. This isn't a technology problem, because I believe we have the technology. And that's another thing. This alien technology, if we have alien technology, let's get those motherfuckers that are taking our kids, that are pedophiles, and behead them. This is a priority problem, okay? If data can be used to ticket you, how many times have you been through a freaking toll booth? Okay, I just got a bill. This is the last time we're going to send you this bill for this toll. And I'm like, shit, that was clear when I was in Virginia. I forgot about it. I hadn't even seen anything on it. So they've sent me an email. I've got to go to that, by the way. It's like $6. But you drive through a toll and they know where, they got my email. They know everything about us. So why do we have these motherfuckers still out? Why do we have lost kids, taken kids? I mean, it all doesn't add up. Make it make sense. Okay, they can flag you. Then it can be used to track predators. If we're doing things right, okay, we can track predators. We can interrupt trafficking routines. They can change the light. They can do something. They can, like, if we have alien technology, have the motherfucking aliens come down and zap their car, you know? I mean, if we're able to do that to Venezuela, let's get that shit here and take care of these motherfuckers here. The question isn't can they, it's why they don't. Okay, receipt number 3. Food is life and it's becoming control. Food isn't just nutrition anymore, okay? It's leverage. Major corporations spend millions lobbying to protect harmful ingredients, block stricter nutritional standards, keep pesticides and additives legal. They're keeping them legal. Preserve junk food, access to low-income programs. That's the other thing. SNAP should not have access. Families that are on SNAP, you should not be able to buy junk food. What the hell? If you go to Amazon, it has energy drinks that are eligible for SNAP. Candy. It doesn't matter. Cookies. All this bullshit is accessible through SNAP. Okay? So now you're going to make them fat. You're going to make them sick with all this junk food. And you're wasting our tax dollar money that's feeding them bullshit, spending the money on bullshit that doesn't even give them any nutritional value. So if we want to make sure they're healthy, we want to make sure they're getting the nutrition they need, then why is the government allowing you to buy this bullshit? When I was little, the only thing my mom could get, it would have these little stickers because she'd send me into the store with these freaking food stamps. This is when it was paper food stamps. And it was like, this particular milk is eligible for WIC. This particular egg is eligible. This particular cereal. It was like pretty limited. You couldn't just buy anything. Now it's like up for grabs. You can get all the bullshit. Here's the pattern. This is what they're doing. These big, huge companies like Coca-Cola, like Bayer, the medicine company, like Nestle, candy or chocolate. They're lobbying to keep cheap additive food legal. They're spending millions to do that. They're raising the prices. How many of you guys realize how much the prices on like a bag of chocolate chips has went up? I'm not joking. It's went up at least 100% in the last few years. And I will tell you something, because I used to make these dark chocolate, these homemade protein bars, and I'd buy the dark chocolate to add a few, dark chocolate into these protein bars. And I'm telling you, all those prices have went up. And so I see this is what they've done. They're charging us more money. Then they're using our money to pay to keep the shitty food legal. They're lobbying for it with our money. Do you guys get it? It's so effed up. They're raising their prices anyway. They're blaming inflation. They pass the cost that they're spending millions. They're passing the cost to families. So they're hurting them financially and physically because they're keeping people sick. You're paying twice. Do you guys get it? We're paying twice. At the checkout line, later in your health. It's a fact. If food makes you sick, you become dependent on the system. So if you get sick, then you have to go see a doctor. Then you have to get on medication. Then, all the things. If they can keep you financially broke, then you keep buying their bullshit. You don't have more options to buy premium quality food. History proves it. Control food, control the people. Weakens bodies, weaken resistance. Whoever controls the food supply controls the future. That's why they spend all this money. You got to notice these patterns. And right now, families aren't being protected. They're being exploited. If you knew you're being purposely exploited, the only way this is going to stop is when we stop buying their bullshit. You know what I mean? The sales completely drop. They just fall off the They don't even know what to do because we're not buying your shit. We're not going to see your doctors anymore. We're not getting your fucking prescriptions. We're figuring out the natural way. And we're putting better food in our body. So we need to cut those motherfuckers out of the scenario. Discernment isn't paranoia. It's a pattern recognition. You see through what they're telling you. You see what's happening. You see how it's affecting the people. And you see their agenda. And you go, No, thank you. I'm not signing up for that. Unknown technology deserves questions. Surveillance without protection is a lie. And food isn't just fuel, it's power. And women who think clearly don't get manipulated. And how do you not think clearly? Because the food has toxins and chemicals in it that's going to F up your brain, which causes you not to think clearly. Okay? Women that think clearly are not manipulated and they get prepared. This is WTFU. All right? Tell your friends to come tomorrow. Have a great day.